Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This here is a Twin Flames collective reading for the week of August 9th. Oh my goodness, August 9th. Where does the time go? How time flies when you're having fun, when you're adulting, right? Time seems to speed up. So they say. Now, you're going to think this is interesting because as of late, time actually seems to be slowing down for me. And there's a specific reason for that. You'll think this is interesting. The further that I align with my soul, which by the way is my twin flame, right? That's how you get your twin flame to come be with you. The further that I align with my soul, the more that time seems to be slowing. That's been my experience. It really and truly has. Now, it is true that before my forced spiritual awakening via meeting my other self, aka twin flame, right? Your other self, twin flame, they are you in another body, so it's your other self. Prior to my forced awakening with my other self, it was true, time speeds up, and you always hear grown-ups talking about that. Do you remember when you were a kid? I don't know if you ever remember like the grown-ups around you talking about, oh yeah, the older you get, time seems to speed up. I remember like the grown-ups, when I was a little kid, the grown-ups were always saying that. And I was like, well, how does that work? You know, you're a little kid, you're trying to figure it out. Well, it's true. As you grow up, as you grow older, it seems like time speeds up. The days get shorter. It's like, gosh, where does the time go? Next thing you know, you turn around, it's another year is gone. Now, there is a metaphysical reason for that. And I'll try to explain it as best as I can in layman's terms. But the more that I align with my soul, it's like I'm going, well, I don't want to say backwards energetically. I'm really evolving energetically. But I'm going back to more of the baseline, pure consciousness energy that I was in more like when I was a kid. There's a reason for that. When you're born, you are born without this thick energy field of the ego personality, duality, okay? You are more aligned with your soul, which is consciousness. It is timeless. It transcends the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. The soul, which is consciousness, which is your twin flame, by the way, is infinity. It's not 4D, 5D. It's infinity D. Okay? It's a singularity. It's source. It transcends time completely. And the reason for that is because technically time does not exist. And you can thank Albert Einstein, none other than Albert Einstein, for proving that there is no such thing as time. And it's something that spiritual masters have been trying to tell people for thousands of years. Well, finally science is catching up, and they've actually mathematically proved that time doesn't exist. Well, anyway, when you're born here as a child, you're born into that natural state of being, okay, of timelessness, of pure consciousness. It is through your experiences growing up and evolving into an adult that the ego personality develops, that energy field of ego personality, retained thought and emotional patterns. Those energies of duality of the ego personality, they cause you to experience time much faster because they kind of ground you in the 3D, 5D more. Okay, so they kind of ground you more in the duality of this 3D universe. So time, so you feel the effects of time. And so time, your perception of time speeds up because your consciousness, which is the perception, right? Consciousness, perception, is a different vibration. Okay, it's of the duality, it's of this 3D physical world. So your perception is that time is going faster the more that you develop that ego. Now, if you align with your soul, which is your twin flame, not only does your twin flame show up and start talking to you again, you also have all these other experiences. For example, time slowing down, because you are shedding that energy layer of the ego. You're shedding layers of that onion. The ego starts to fall away. And you can keep the useful parts, obviously, of the ego, but you get rid of a lot of the excess, a lot of that baggage energetically. And it's true, time seems to slow back down again. And it's really quite enjoyable. Living more in the present moment, it's more relaxing, and of course you get more out of life because time seems to slow down. It's really quite nice. It's really quite enjoyable. Okay, guys, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Swords in reverse, and in this particular deck they're calling it the Knave of Swords, and I think for cups they have a different word too, like the chalices or something like that. So a different word, same thing in this particular tarot deck. This is my Tarot of the New Vision, and it's exactly the same as the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, except it's like the reverse, so you see everything from the backside. And so that's the Page of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Now, this Eight of Wands is there for your connecting energy. So there's going to be a quickening. There's a quickening taking place between divine masculine, divine feminine, and what we're saying with this Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck is we are getting ready to launch the Page of Swords energy to kind of give you a visual of what that energy is like. It's like, I'm going to pounce. I'm ready to pounce. I'm ready to go, okay? But it's that moment in time where you take a step back and get ready to boom, right? You're like, pow, right? If you follow me, like energetically, it's like pulling back the rubber band and then boom. So the Page of Swords is that moment where you have pulled the rubber band back and you're getting ready to release. And so that explains too, this Eight of Wands, things are going to start moving much more quickly in the very near future between you and divine masculine. Recent past, divine masculine, ouch, that's a nasty combination. The 9 and 10 of Swords, both in the upright. Now, there's this 10 of Wands coming out in the subconscious for divine masculine too. So this is, again, divine masculine releasing the old bonds. This is kind of what I was talking about in the intro, right? And divine masculine, that's kind of what I've been talking about. That's what I've been noticing energetically with divine masculine lately, is they are, really coming to terms with a lot of this psychological, this old baggage that they've been carrying around. I don't need this anymore. I'm free. I'm not who I think I was. I'm not going to allow myself to be enslaved, engrossed in this situation that's not good for me. It's not serving me, with my so-called karmic situation. So that could be a person, right? A lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, right? Or it could be, for you, perhaps your twin flame, they work too much. Maybe that's what their karmic situation is, in quotation marks, right? So whatever it is kind of that's holding them back. I don't like that word karmic, but you guys know what I mean. So I still kind of use that word in these readings. Divine feminine, well, you've already done a lot of releasing. You're kind of way ahead of divine masculine, which is as it should be. That's kind of the way this connection works. 6 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Chariot in your subconscious. So recent past, we were kind of celebrating like, you've done a really good thing. It was painful. I had to release a lot of things. There was a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. There still is some of that energy lingering, but for the most part, you're starting to get a grip on what this is really all about, and this is all about your ascension. Okay, that's what the twin flame journey is. If you want to get your twin flame to come be with you, you just have to embrace your spiritual awakening. And you can speed things up if you energetically release your twin flame. I'm going to do a video about that pretty soon, basically like how to speed things up with them. And you release the physical person and just full-blown embrace your spiritual ascension. And that's exactly where you're headed. That's what this Eight of Wands is saying. And you're going to notice Divine Masculine responding to that in kind. Today we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, or chalices is what they're calling them. So Divine Masculine, mourning the loss, recognizing that they're going to have to let go of this situation. It's not good for them, this situation, this person or thing. It could be a job or something like that. Maybe it's not really good for them. Although they recognize that maybe that person or situation on its own isn't necessarily bad, and they've gotten a lot out of it. Even if it was painful things that they had to experience, it's like you learn a lot from that. And I think this is more of kind of and this is kind of nice, actually. It means that they're growing up, Divine Masculine. They're growing up. They're acting kind of more mature in a sense, at least in the way that they're thinking. Like their actions might not fully match right now. But think about this for a second. Actually appreciating painful things that have happened to you in your life. That's kind of an evolved point of view to take on the dark parts or aspects of your life, instead of forsaking them, saying, well, hold on, I actually learned a lot from this experience. And that's kind of what I see going on with Divine Masculine. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse for you, Divine Feminine. So this is a very deeply internal sense of wholeness and well-being that you are experiencing right now. Even if you're kind of still in the obsessive thinking, even if there's still some pain, you are starting to recognize that whatever it is that is going on for you right now, this is a forced awakening. You are changing. You are the caterpillar in the cocoon. You're about to emerge. That's what this Page of Swords is saying. When it comes out in the reverse like that, we are preparing to make explosions. You're looking to the future with hope. You're recognizing that this has really been very good for me. It's been hell, it's been painful, and there's a lot of negative things that I could say. I could be very negative about this, and sometimes I am, but I'm going to try to see the glass is half full instead of just half empty. Does that make sense? So you and Divine Masculine are kind of on par in that sense. You're much more conscious and much more aware of that than Divine Masculine is, but nonetheless, you are recognizing that, hey, wait a minute, this might actually be good for me. Maybe I'll be able to be myself better than I ever have before. And that's true. That's exactly what this does for you. When you meet your other self, aka twin flame, it does shift you in that way. Even if it's pain that you are experiencing right now, you still at least have the maturity to look at this and go, wait a minute, I think I'm changing. I think I'm becoming something different. And that is exactly correct. That is exactly correct. And as usual, guys, if you would like to work with me, if you want to work with the best, you know where to find me. There's a link in the description box below. You can go to my website and sign up today for the Introduction to the Journey online video coaching package. Why should you do that? Well, because not only was I able to attract my twin flame to me like magic, I've helped thousands of other people do it too. You can go to my website and read testimonials from my students who I've helped to do this, but that's not even the best part. Getting your twin flame to come be with you, that's not even the best part. The best part is what you become, guys. It's what you become. Your twin flame just comes to be with you as a natural byproduct of your spiritual awakening. And that's so huge. That's so huge. It's just extra. It's a bonus when they come to be with you. And that's the funny thing about this, is if you treat it that way, that is exactly what causes them to come be with you. And I would love to be your teacher. Now, the Introduction to the Journey online video course is not available on YouTube. Yes, I have free content on this YouTube channel. You can watch my How to Get Your Twin Flame playlist. All of my videos where I talk about twin flames are in that playlist. And you're going to know that I'm different when you watch those videos. You're going to watch my videos and say, wait a minute, this guy doesn't talk about it like other people do. Exactly. And that explains my high success rate and why I feel amazing. But the Introduction to the Journey course, if you're going to pay me for it, if you're going to give me some money, and by the way, it's not even that much money. I don't charge thousands of dollars. I do not. It's only a couple, $300 for my Introduction to the Journey videos. But you're going to get something that's way, way deeper than what's for free on my YouTube channel. I will give you action steps that you can implement right away to institute the new lifestyle changes that you need to make to shift energetically into your soul, which is your twin flame. And that's how your twin flame starts chasing you. That's how I did it. I've helped thousands of other people do it. You can go read success stories. It's not that much money, and it's a lot of stuff. 8.5 hours of instructional videos. Holy moly, that's a lot of content. And you're not going to have that many questions. I will explain to you the necessary lifestyle changes that you need to make for a permanent shift into a higher consciousness, your soul, which is your twin flame. No healing, no clearing karma, no fixing childhood wounds, no clearing past life crap with your twin flame. None of that now, none of that. We're not going to be doing any of that. None of that stuff works. That's the pop culture spiritualism. That's the new agey, fakey kind of junk food spiritualism that I'm always warning you guys about. No, this is traditional spiritualism, guys. Real spiritualism. That's what you're going to learn in the Introduction to the Journey course. And then when you're done watching the Introduction to the Journey, you and I get to talk either in a one-on-one or on my group coaching calls. It's the Get Your Twin Flame spiritual coaching system. Group coaching calls where you and I get to talk in a group setting up to 4 times a week, guys. So between 4 and 5 additional hours of coaching every single week. After you watch the videos, the Introduction to the Journey online video course, you get all that additional coaching. You get a free trial when you make your original purchase, and it's not expensive, guys. I don't charge thousands. If you cannot afford my already very low prices to pay in full, $200 or $300, no problem. I do have payment plans. You can get started for $50, $60. It's very affordable, guys. I try to make it very easy for you. Sign up today at my website. Link in the description box below. All right, let's see what's going on with Miss Roxy, my faithful, lovely, and loyal oracle. What's up, Roxy girl? What's up? What you got for us today? Hey, hey. What you got for us today? Hey, hey. I think I felt it back there on the other end. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. It's over here. Which one is it? Is it that one? Maybe not. Maybe she doesn't want to work today. Come on, baby girl. Let's not take all day to do this now, Roxy. Hello, Roxy. All right. I'm going to shuffle the deck again. One more time. What you got for the Twin Flame Collective today? I'm not just going to pick anything. It's going to be the correct card. That's the only way I roll, guys. That's the only way I roll. What's it going to be, Roxy? What's it going to be? Whoa. Okay. Oh, there you go. All right. Which one is it? Oh. Oh, shit. It's one of these. It's that one. It's this one right here. Well, that's interesting. Dreams. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know what? It could just be a simple message. Here's the thing with dreams, guys. It is the exhaust system of your subconscious. And the subconscious is what drives you consciously, whether you realize it or not. So your subconscious is telling you things about yourself that you could be ignoring. So you may actually spend a lot of time thinking about that. This is, I guess, what they call shadow work, okay, basically. And it's not that you need to fix anything. You just need to be aware of what's going on within you subconsciously. And you can choose to agree or disagree with some of those things. Now, dreams, again, are the exhaust system of your subconscious. And dream symbols can be something other than what you think they mean, even what appear to be traumatic events, okay? So if you want to take the full benefit of what this journey is trying to show you right now, that is one thing that you could be doing. And it's not necessarily dreams, I think, that the oracle is trying to draw your attention to. It's really your subconscious beliefs. So for example, somebody who has a hang-up about money, this is an example that I use all the time. So somebody who can't consciously figure out why they're broke all the time, and they're really tired of being broke, but then they turn around the next day, and they think somebody who makes a lot of money is bad, and they're jealous. Oh yeah, he just makes a lot of money. You know, he's bad. Money is bad. But then they can't figure out why they're broke all the time. Well, it's because you have this subconscious belief. You have this hang up about abundance. Abundance is bad. It's not okay to have money. And then you can't figure out why you're broke, why you can't make ends meet. Stuff like that. That's kind of the subconscious. It can sabotage you. So look for ways, Divine Feminine, that you may be clinging to the physical person. Everybody knows you got to detach from your twin flame, right? And that is true. You need to let go of the need and the want for the physical person. How could you be maybe sabotaging yourself? Make this your spiritual ascension. That's how you get your twin flame to come be with you anyway. And it's really good for you. It's really the best thing for you. Divine Masculine, Three of Wands in the subconscious. Yeah, no surprise. We are leaving the old behind, leaving the so-called karmic behind, leaving the old behind. Four of Swords, King of Swords. So, Divine Masculine, giving great consideration to the logistics of how I'm going to do that. So, I don't know what that means. Putting money in a bank account, figuring out where he or she is going to live so that they can leave that situation behind. What are they going to do? What moves are they going to make? They're making plans right now. They're planning on their new life. Divine Masculine, planning their new life. Where would they be going? Probably Divine Feminine. Two of Wands in reverse. In the subconscious, look at that. Three of Wands, Two of Wands in reverse. I mean, that says it all right there. That's got yin yang written all over it. So Divine Masculine, thinking very intently about you, probably going to be reaching out to you soon if they haven't already. Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse for Divine Feminine, most likely outcome. Yeah, no surprise there. You are very focused on what it is this journey means to you and kind of releasing the old demanding energies of expecting something out of it and instead looking at it with some levity and taking it for what it is. That's very good, Divine Feminine. You are aligning with what is. And that's what this is all about. The soul, the isness of being. That's your twin flame. That's your soul. That's what this is all about. Divine Feminine, good job. I love that. Don't forget to hit the bell notification icon button when you subscribe. And also hit the like button. I would surely appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for Divine Masculine and Sunday, Divine Feminine. Thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Bye.